to the Retirement Master. I'm so glad you joined me today. Today's video, the 7th in a series of short videos, is going to be much more exciting and very educational. We will start to see the results from the information that we entered in the spending and the retirement plans, and you're going to see why the spending and plan is so very, very important. Just to kind of bring you up to speed, I have gone through the spending plan and the retirement plan sheets that we have reviewed, and I have filled in all of the green highlighted cells. And so now the spreadsheet is, for all intents and purposes, calculating everything. So I'm going to go down here to the spending plan tab, and I'm going to bring the spending plan up. And the first thing I want you to see is this block of cells right here. This 95 number is our target age, the age that we want our retirement funds to last to. And we chose that number in the retirement plan sheet. This just tells me that we're looking at our CAB, which is our cash asset account balances. This is the balance of our checking, savings, CD accounts, IRAs, 401ks, stock investment accounts, the money that we are depending on to fund our retirement in excess of what's provided by our Social Security and other income streams. Now, what this block is telling me is I have $141,166 remaining in my cash asset account balances at age 95. So if I want my money to last till 95 in those cash accounts, I have an excess of that. So I've got a positive number according to what I've entered for my assets and my income, according to what I've entered for my spending during my retirement years. I have an excess of money and I am ready and good to go for retirement. Now, one note about this number. The entire spreadsheet is dedicated to producing this one number for you. Every time you enter a number or a piece of information, the spreadsheet does almost 7,000 calculations to provide you with this number. So it is a very comprehensive, very complex calculation that you can depend on for your retirement and its success. Okay, I want to show you what can happen to this number, however. I'm going to drop down here to the section 4. Okay, I'm going to show you something that can happen to our CAB, which is $141,000. This block of cells you'll find spread out in numerous locations so that it's easily available to you. But I'm sitting here at my section 4, my big expenses, my long-term expenses, and I think I've entered everything. And then I go ahead and retire, and then it dawns on me that I forgot something. So I'm sitting here at age 72 with an expense. I'm not sure what that expense is for, but that expense is going to cost me $20,000, and I didn't think about it. So what does that do to my CAB up here? Well, let's change this number here to a 30,000 and see what it does. It drops that CAB from 141,000 down to 83,000, a sizable drop. But fortunately, I had enough cushion here that I could absorb this unexpected expense without an issue. And the reason 20,000 makes such a big change to this is because I don't have this 20,000 to grow over all of these years. So that is what a $20,000 expense problem will do for you. You want to avoid that. Okay, let's get rid of that and get back to my 141,000, and let's move up to section 2. Okay, we're going through section 2 and we're just living our life and we're not paying a lot of attention to our expenses. And I'm overshooting my expenses by $1,000, and I'm doing it continuously year after year. What's that going to do to my CAB? Well, let's go down here and see. Okay, it drops that cab down to 55,000. Went from 142 down to 55 because I didn't plug enough money into these categories, or I'm just being wasteful or not watching what I'm spending. So important to watch what you're spending. Let's go up a little bit further. We plugged our numbers in for our monthly expenses, and we're living our retirement life the way we want to, and it includes going to Starbucks every Saturday. And so we're spending $100 at Starbucks a month, and we forgot to even think about that. So this number really should have been $300, not $200. Okay, what does that Starbucks visit every week do to my cab? Let's see. It drops it to 38,000. Just spending $100 extra in those monthly expenses drops my cab by $103,000 because I'm spending this extra $100 every single month for the rest of my life, and it's being indexed for inflation and compounded. So you can see really quickly, I hope, how important having a good spending plan with accurate numbers really is. Take the time, make sure those numbers are right, make sure they reflect the lifestyle that you're going to live during retirement. And if your cab comes up with a negative number because your expenses and your lifestyle just outstrip what you have saved in your income streams, then you got to do something about that. You have to decide that you are going to cut something out, or you're going to do something to save a little bit more money, work a few more months or whatever to get a positive number. But really important to have good numbers there. And then you got to live by those numbers, because if you just ignore them, you can see how fast things can go south. So I'm going to give you time to ponder what we've gone over and think about your numbers and the importance of them. And on the next video, we're going to go to the retirement plan and see what happens with the calculations there. So until the next video, once again, happy retirement planning.